Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is actually a paid live reading session. So, for those of you guys who are wondering, yes, I will continue to do free live readings. But I've had some people request that I actually do it for a small payment because some people go live and they're like, I'm not getting my question answered. Can I pay you? And so I was like, all right, that's a great idea. Let's occasionally do a paid live reading session. Okay. So to get your question answered, all you have to do is send your question and $11.11 to paypal.me/Rainbow Harmony, and you can get a reading right now. And the reading will be at least a couple minutes, whatever comes through. It's kind of like a mini reading, but I always try to make sure that whatever is flowing through me, I give you guys the answer in depth. And so, yay, I'm just waiting for some people to join right now. I already have had a couple people who've paid me ahead of time. So if you want to take this moment to send in your payment and send in your question, you can. And my assistant is over here keeping track of everything for me. So, yay! Pretty excited for this session. Just so you guys know, I will continue to do free live readings, but this is actually a paid live reading session because some people were asking, hey, I go in your live all the time and you never answer my question. Can I just pay you next time to answer my question? And I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. Let's do this every once in a while. So all you have to do to participate is send your question and $11.11 to paypal.me/Rainbow Harmony, and you can get your question answered right now. Okay, so Nikki, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, whoops, Diana. I'm sorry. I did not mean to delete your comment, Diana. That was an accident. Nikki, I'm excited to answer your question. You're wondering about a special someone that you have in mind. I have this person's name, but I won't say it out loud just for your privacy. And you have somebody in mind and you want to know, do they love you? Are they into you? So, Nikki, let's go ahead and get your question answered, and I really appreciate your donation. So, oh my goodness. Nikki, do you see the first card that just flew out of my deck? It's the True Love card. So they're saying this is the romance of a lifetime, okay? Let's dig a little bit deeper here with this, though. Okay. Interesting. I'm actually going to be pulling from all of my decks. Usually in my free live readings, I just answer the question really quick. But when you do donate, I do pull more cards, and we do go a little bit more in depth with this energy. Oh, that's nice to see. Very nice to see. All right, Nikki, I know that you're probably on the edge of your seat right now, but just hang on a second for me to draw these cards. I'm going to leave this over here. Okay. I think that was a card for me. Okay. So here we go, Nikki. I'm going to say does this person love you is what the question is. I'm going to say yes because this True Love card came out and it was just like, bam, I barely shuffled. It was the first card. And I want to be honest with you that not all of the cards in this deck are pretty. Some of them are really intense, And so the next card we're actually getting is Chemistry. And it says, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. I've been reading for you about this person a couple times, and I actually do recollect some of the messages from the past. And what I am feeling and what I'm seeing here, and from what I know, this energy has been a little up and down. It's been tough to actually get a real commitment and for this connection to really solidify, but I have a feeling like it will be. I think there's a blockage on their side because they're still trying to release and heal the past, and I'm actually feeling like there's some trauma surrounding their childhood, which has made them a little fearful when it comes to commitment and, connecting with someone and being open to receive love. Also, I feel like they had like an ex or something that they kind of were mourning and trying to kind of get over. And so, what I'm seeing here with this energy is that so far it's been like a no from them as far as like really moving forward and like defining the relationship and really getting to that next step. But Spirit's also saying there is no challenge here. This is the challenge card reverse. They're saying there is true love here, there is chemistry, there's no challenge, it just needs some time to kind of evolve. And so they're saying just keep it simple, keep it flirty, don't rush this person into making a commitment just yet. Like, enjoy the beginning of this relationship, enjoy this process of you guys getting closer and learning each other and revealing your innermost selves to each other. There have been signs, there have been signals. I mean, I'm seeing this true love card and there's chemistry. So pay attention to the signs around you. There could be like 222, 111, 444 going on. And I'm having a feeling you might even be seeing 1111. And so it's very, very interesting because I feel like this is a huge message for you. There have been signs coming around. I also feel, this is really interesting, but I feel like you're, like this person that you're interested in, this true love of yours, I have a feeling like their spirit animal is like the horse. Like they have a lot of horse energy around them, like this energy of freedom and excitement. Maybe they're a fire sign or they have a lot of fire energy in their chart. So you might be seeing horses or statues of horses. You might go into the coffee shop and your barista's wearing a shirt with a horse on it. Pay attention and, for horses around you, because that's also a sign that this person's moving forward. They're charging in, like you're connecting with them. The horse totem is really strong around them. And I feel like you're going to start getting more of that energy in your life. They have a really strong connection with the spirit animal. And so they're saying be flexible. There is going to be change in your life, but it's going to be a positive change. I see this relationship moving forward, but you might need to give it patience. For instance, my husband over here, he's looking at me like, what are you going to say? Took him 6 months to actually like enter into a committed relationship. And 3 months in, I tried to have the DTR. Like, what is this? And turns out he just needed more time and he just wanted to really date me and get to know me and pursue me and romance me. And so allow that, allow the pursuing, allow the romancing. Don't spend your whole time worrying about, are we going to get to the next level? Are we going to get to the next level? Because guess what's going to happen? You guys are going to get to the next level. You're going to go in the relationship. And then there's always going to be the next level. It's going to be like, okay, I'm in the relationship. You'll feel secure for 2 weeks. And then you're going to be like, okay, like when are they going to tell me they love me? Should I tell them I love them? Then you'll hit that milestone. And then it'll be like, well, when are we going to move in together? Or when are we going to get engaged? And then it's going to be like, when are we going to get, and there's always the next level. That's the point I'm trying to make here. There's always the next level. And so you need to be in the moment and enjoy the beautiful bliss of dating someone and getting to know them. These are the days you will remember. And I have no regrets, but if I could go back to those 6 months where I was just dating my husband, maybe I would have just tried to be more in the moment and not stressed as much about us having that DTR. So I actually think that this is really, really awesome. And this person is definitely into you. There's chemistry, there's true love. If they're a little kind of hesitant to have the DTR with you, it could just be because they're still kind of mourning the loss of their breakup and kind of just deciding, do I want to do this? And it has nothing to do with you. I feel like you've already wooed them. There really is no challenge here. You just get to sit back and enjoy and allow yourself to be romanced. And my advice to you is to milk it, have fun, allow yourself to be treated. And I hope that you enjoy that message. Nicole, Nikki, I feel like this is just a beautiful message for you. And we've pulled about this before and they are definitely into you. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. For those of you guys who have just joined, this is actually not a free live session, but don't worry, I will still be doing free live sessions. I just had a lot of people requesting me if they could pay me to get their questions answered because they're like, you always miss me. When every time you go live, I never get my question answered. So I was like, all right, that's a good idea. Let's do this. Occasionally I will have paid live sessions. I'll always let you guys know ahead of time by posting updates. So make sure you subscribe. And if you want your question answered right now, Go ahead and send your question. There is a spot where you can write the notes. Send your question and $11.11 to paypal.me/rainbowharmony. And there has to be some kind of energy exchange. And so this is how we're going to do it. And I appreciate all of your support. So we're moving on now to Sonmushi. Sonmushi, you have some friends, and this is such a sweet question. You have some friends who are going into the Navy, but they're being stationed in different locations, and there's going to be some time they're spending apart, and they just got engaged, and so you're just wondering, is everything going to be okay for them? And let's go ahead and look into this energy. Let's see what's going on with them. And I always appreciate your sweet notes and your kindness, Sonmushi. I'm so happy and so proud of you. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with them. Aww, this is such a sweet message. The cards are so on point. Okay. Wow, the cards are so on point today. All right, so here's what I'm seeing. Obviously, the cards are kind of confirming the situation here. It's saying that because of responsibility, this has split them apart, you know. They are going to be taking a while to actually make it to their destination. But funny enough, I actually have a client right now who, her and her husband were in the military together and they were separated and stuff, but now it's years past that. They're out of the service and they're doing really well for themselves financially, working towards their goals. They're just as strong as ever. So I personally know people who've been through this and who've made it work. And it's like they've been called to service and to have this responsibility. You know, Spirit has guided them to take this path. I do see eventually what they want is to be able to be home and to have these opportunities and to have the finances and the benefits that come with the duties that they've signed up for. And so what I do see is that it's important that they continue to walk their own path, because you see this guy that's alone here. You know, the separation is part of it. I actually see this as a twin flame separation. So they might actually want to research twin flame separation. Some of the information out there might like really resonate with them. Then we're seeing the wedding here and the engagement, which is just so spooky because this is so spot on. What I am seeing that a struggle is going to be is there will naturally be times where they feel attracted to other people, you know, and they might feel kind of guilty that they got a crush on someone or that they thought about someone or they met someone that was really cool. But I see this kind of fading away. I think this is something normal that happens in relationships. Like you could be with someone for years and then all of a sudden you meet this coworker and you start getting those butterflies and you're like, why am I feeling like this? I'm married or I'm in a relationship. And then it kind of fizzles out because you realize, wait a second, that coworker is my soulmate. And so we can have a friendship and we can move past this. So there might be some soulmate recognitions while they're, you know, split apart. And, you know, I think that they're just going to have to work through that because it's going to be natural to have attractions when your other person isn't sitting there right in front of you. But I honestly do see that they're keep an open mind because this relationship can work out. And then they're a past life relationship. And so whenever I have people asking me questions like, why can't I get this person off my mind? What is the deal here? Sometimes it's because it's a karmic relationship, but oftentimes it's because it's like a past life relationship. You've known this person before, you've been with them before. I feel like they are going to stay committed because it's like a very strong bond they've had through lives. Many, many lives they have been together romantically. They are soulmates. I have a sense they're twin flames, and so I think they're going to make it through. And this is actually, this card here is talking about death, like kind of, it's like the funeral flower, but it's like a metaphoric death of like needing to like let this relationship come apart a little while, but there being like a rebirth here where they come back and they get reconnected. And I think it's possible they might end up getting married sooner than later. They might just decide we're going to get married before we go, or maybe they get some time off and get married then. I see a lot of options and like they really want to move forward and solidify this. They have lots of opportunities together in the future, but it's like on hold right now. And it's just kind of like a delay on that. But it's part of their purpose that they're supposed to go serve this time. And I think they'll continue to be very tender with each other. And I think that their love is what's going to get them going. It's going to give them that motivation to serve with their heart, and then, to have something to really look forward to when they get out of that. And so that's incredible that they're following their inner guidance and they're working towards this. And I'm just getting so many signs of positive affirmation about their relationship, their connection, and their plans. And so thank you so much for caring that much about your friends to ask this question, Sunmushi. And I've been keeping up on your Instagram, and I can't wait to see more from you. So, just for anybody who just came in, I'm going to continue to answer questions. I'm receiving all of your payments. So I'm really excited. My assistant is over here keeping track of everything, writing you guys back in the comments. My assistant, by the way, is my husband, John. So if you're interested in participating, go ahead and send your question in the notes, because on PayPal you can write notes when you purchase. Send your question and $11.11 to paypal.me/Rainbow Harmony to get your reading right now. Okay, so what's next?
Leslie Chen.
Okay. What's up, Leslie? We're going to do your reading next, Leslie Chen. Just reading your question real quick. Okay. So, Leslie Chen, BK has appeared in your life, and you would like to know, what is the purpose? Why is this person coming in your life? What's going on with this? So let's go ahead and go to the love deck. I do have a feeling we need to pull some love cards for this. Let's answer your question, Leslie. Why has BK appeared in your life? Well, the first answer is it's Venus retrograde. So, I do see that this is this is interesting. This is someone you have been separated from for a little while, but then there was a reconciliation and bam, they came into your life. If you didn't know them before this, I have a feeling like you have known this person, you guys had a separation, then they're coming back. But if for some reason that you didn't know them before and this is like a new person, it could be you've known them from a past life. And then they're saying this is worth waiting for because this person's coming back, but I feel like they're kind of dipping their toe in the pond. Like they're kind of testing the waters and seeing like, do I want to jump all into this situation, into a relationship, make something happen here? They're definitely, they definitely thought long and hard about this, about coming in your life. So let's go ahead and ask Spirit, what is the purpose of them coming back in your life, coming in your life? Very, very interesting, this energy. Ooh. And so there's this magic card here. Maybe you were kind of hoping and wishing and praying that you would have a connection like this or that this person would come in your life. And so Spirit is trying to tell you that part of this is because you have set this intention and you've manifested it. So ask yourself a question real quick. Have you wished or hoped or dreamed or fantasized about someone like this or this specific person coming in your life? Well, then the purpose is to fulfill your manifestation, the things that you've asked for. So I do feel like you've kind of done some magic, maybe not even knowing about it, and brought this person in your life. And then they're saying, expect that this person will have compassion for you, that they do mean the best. Maybe you're a little worried because it kind of caught you off guard, but this is also an expect to see card, like expect this to move forward. Let's check it by my Wildwood deck. What is the purpose of this person coming in your life? So, I do kind of feel like the energy around BK is like they've been through a depression, and so they were not in contact with you for a long time. Life kind of hit them hard. This is the Dark Night of the Soul card, but they also feel very protective over you. This is called the Guardian. It's like a protector spirit, And so I know some people freak out about this card because it's like bones, but it's really not meant to be creepy. It's a very protective spirit. And also they do feel a sense of home with you. Like they feel like they're home when they're with you. They feel very connected with you. It's like they want to be with you. And so it's very, very interesting here. What I'm also seeing is that they don't want to start something new. They don't really want a new beginning. It's like they tried that and it didn't work. And so it's like they're kind of returning into your life because they had a realization, this is where my heart lies, you know? So I feel a strong like this person is from a past life for sure, and perhaps you knew them in the past in this life as well. One thing is for sure, they're saying surrender your will, allow this situation to unfold naturally, and I have a feeling like you've been waiting for like a long time for a connection like this, but it's gonna take some time with this one too, and I feel like the Venus retrograde has a lot to do with it. Let's pull some more cards from my angel deck. You know, I don't stop the reading until I really feel like I've gotten a strong message and a message from spirit to stop. They have come in your life to be honest with you. They might be revealing something over the next couple days, in the next week actually. And I don't know if you saw my reading for this week. I don't know if you saw my weekly reading, but I said this is the week that the truth will be revealed. And so I actually feel like this week is going to be a week where BK is very honest with you and tells you kind of why they return, what their intentions are. Now I can say romantic feelings. You know, there are some definite romantic feelings here. But then the engagement card is reversed. This says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This is reversed because I think this is going to take some time. Like I said, they're very cautious. They're just, like I said, dipping their toe in the water, testing it out, you know, gonna be honest. You know, they'll be compassionate with you, be compassionate with them. Expect this to work through. You've worked some magic on this situation through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your intentions. So hold a positive expectation and allow this person some time to kind of put their feelers out. You know, I get a sense that they're very sensitive right now, and so you don't want to go putting all these intense expectations on them just yet. Very similar reading to the last love reading I did. One more card for you about BK. Well, or 3 cards or 4 cards. They are saying pay attention to the red flags because you don't want to go overboard expressing your love and your feelings and your intentions to this person. You don't want to word vomit. You don't want to just, you know, I call it doing an emotional drive-by where like all your emotions are just pent up inside of you, and then one day you just go blah, 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 all over that person and project all of that onto them. So right now, you know, there is a time for being honest. There is a time for speaking your truth. You know, you don't want to hold it inside. You don't want to resist it if your guidance is telling you to speak your truth. But I do feel like you just need to be in the moment with this person for now. And this is actually saying maybe find an outlet for your emotions because it's so many mixed emotions right now with this person coming in your life. It's saying maybe try painting or go on walks outside, or you know, download a playlist that reminds you of the situation and sing it out loud, you know. Do some rearranging, organizing, cleaning, like do something to keep your energy flowing and try to be in the moment. Maybe not go overboard with expressing your feelings right now. There will be a time for that, but I feel like this is kind of in the beginning works. And then they're saying be playful. Be playful. Just have fun with this connection, you know, be youthful with them. And, you know, this is a new love. This is a new love that can grow. And so wonderful. I'm feeling some good vibes here. I hope that cleared it up for you. I'm sending you so much love and light. So what's up, you guys? I am receiving all of your payments and your questions. And I'm just shuffling my cards and consulting with my husband, my assistant, to see who is next. So thank you guys so much for all of your support. I'm loving doing these live readings for you guys. It's so much fun. If anybody's interested, I will do free live readings still in the future, but some people requested that I do a payment option. So if you're interested, you can send your question because you can write it in the notes on PayPal. plus 1111 to paypal.me/rainbowharmony to get a reading right now.
There's 11 in line, Jesse.
All right. There's 11 people in line right now, okay? I will be uploading this to my YouTube channel after. If for some reason you have to go or something happens, I am uploading this to my YouTube channel after. So if you're like, oh crap, I don't have time to wait that long, this will be uploaded after. So, all right, who's next? John? Ellen?
Soul mission.
All right, so Ellen would like to know what their soul mission and life purpose is. So I say your soul mission and life purpose, discovering that's what we're here for. That's what our life is about. That essentially is our soul mission and life purpose. But it's like peeling layers from an onion. So that's what I'm hoping I can help you do right now in this reading, is to peel some more layers off that onion and give you a point in the right direction. My favorite way to do this is by pulling what your spiritual gifts are, and then also pulling what your artistic gifts are. Because when you do the things that you love and you grow your talents and you move towards your goals and you move in alignment in that way, that is how you get in alignment with your soul mission and life purpose, because we're programmed to move in that direction. So the easiest way to get in touch with your soul mission and life purpose is to ask yourself, what makes me happy? What makes me shine? What am I good at? What do I love? For me, it's fashion styling and makeup. I love doing fashion styling. I love doing makeup. I love speaking my truth. I love doing tarot. I love writing. And so those are all things that I've been working on and I've been taking steps towards in order to help me move more in that direction. And as I do that, I feel a sense of peace around me. You know, I feel more in alignment. In the past, I was working this 9-to-5 job and it was hard. I got really depressed because I stopped writing. I stopped, speaking my truth. I wasn't doing much fashion. I wasn't barely wearing makeup or doing makeup artist stuff. The more I added that into my life and the more I walked in that direction, the more doors opened for me, the more abundance came to me. And, it doesn't matter what you do, you got to find your inner peace from the inside out. But walking in alignment with your truth will help you. So let's just go ahead and find out what your spiritual gifts are to start off with. So, oh, wow. So you are very spiritually gifted. They're saying, first of all, you have the spiritual gift of clairaudience. So you have clear hearing. You receive intuitive messages through your inner hearing. This can sound like directions, like go that way, or stop, or choose that one. It can also sound like your own voice. But this is distinguished from your inner dialogue. It's basically the voice of your conscious, your voice of reason. You hear things. So your clairaudience might be giving you messages about what your purpose is, or might be kind of pushing you to go in a certain direction, okay? And you might also realize that you have a gift with music, or a gift with sounds or sound healing, because if you have very sensitive hearing and you can hear the voices of your angels or the whispers of God or your own inner knowledge really well, you'll also be sensitive to music. So sometimes this can make you a good musician or a good singer or just somebody who really appreciates music. You can also use music to help heal yourself, like listening to crystal bowls or chakra music, maybe going out into nature and spending time in silence or spending time near a waterfall will also help heal you as well. Next, you have a very psychic gift of divination. So you have the ability to recognize and see signs and omens. You can also translate them for yourself and for people. So you have a very strong connection with nature, and you also notice changes in the weather, and you're very light sensitive and very sensitive to your surroundings. So these are two very sensitive gifts. Now, if you're good at divination, you could be good at you could be good at tarot reading, because what I'm doing when I'm doing divination is I'm looking at the pictures and the metaphors on this card and I'm picking it out. You might be really good with teaching or reading comprehension and stuff like that. But just because you have these spiritual gifts doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a psychic or a reader or sell crystals or join a hippie commune and sell organic vegetables at the farmer's market. These are gifts. You can use them however you want. Use your gifts to get what you want and to help you tap into your intuition. Also, with the gift of divination, you might be receiving signs like 1111, 222, 444, 111 everywhere, or spirit animals or something like that. So you can also translate the signs for other people. Also, sometimes I see people who have this gift are really good at photography because you're very light sensitive. So interesting. We now know your spiritual gifts. Let's see what your artistic gifts are. And then we'll ask what brings you joy. This is some more clues towards your soul mission and life purpose today. Ooh, okay. Let's pull one more card because I feel like you're very, very artistic. I'm getting the message not to stop. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay. So for you, I'm seeing artistically, and part of your purpose could be something on this card like conceptual art. So we're seeing body art, tattoos or piercings, maybe found object art or street installations. It could be video or visual. So what makes conceptual art different than traditional art is that conceptual art has a very strong message, a very strong theme, a very strong purpose. There's more planning involved. I would call tarot reading a conceptual art because it's artistic, but it has a strong message and theme and purpose to it. So along with the new media card, you have a gift with using technology, perhaps collaging video and sound, maybe photography and Photoshop is part of this. Interactive and computer-based, maybe computer graphics or animation or video games. But to be honest with you, this is becoming really clear to me that your purpose has something to do with utilizing social media. So perhaps using video, perhaps sending strong messages. It could even be that you're going to be blogging. It doesn't have to be something super spiritual, you know, it could be fashion blogging, or it could be blogging products that you're interested in, or maybe it's working towards a cause. Maybe you have a cause you're really passionate about and you're spreading awareness and you're creating an organization or a company around that. Basically, what I see here is you're definitely an entrepreneur, probably going to be the CEO of your own company or your own startup. And I do see other people involved in this. So if this seems overwhelming, you might be like, how am I going to do this by myself? But you won't be. You will be taking the first steps by yourself, but Spirit will send people along your path to help you. I do see, you know, you got an Instagram going, perhaps you're up on YouTube. If you've already been having like insights and kind of goals related to wanting to start something like this, or a website or a blog, then this is definitely a message to get going with that. Let's quickly just see what brings you joy. And I'm hoping that this will help you. I do prefer to do an in-depth reading, which is over 45 minutes, to answer questions about your purpose and soul mission, but hopefully this will help you. And just know, like they're saying right now, you're kind of at this period where you're in the cocoon, you know? You're getting ready to become the butterfly. So don't feel like you have to rush towards your purpose or make anything happen overnight. Right now, they're just saying rest and allow these answers to come to you. I didn't even know that I was going to be doing tarot until a couple years ago. You know, there were a couple different life events that happened that led me to this path. And I have a feeling that there's some more life events that are going to be happening for you that will lead you to your path, but these are some hints. They're saying work on your foundation right now. Try to build stability for yourself so that you can work towards your dreams and goals. Like you could have a job and then part-time start building your brand or building your company. I do see travel involved with your mission and purpose. It's very possible you'll be running a business where you might not need to be in a specific location, or travel might be a huge part of it. So start thinking along those lines, and I hope that this helps answer your questions. Knowing your artistic gifts, your spiritual gifts, and also what brings you joy, traveling, freedom, adventure, having that stability, being able to rest when you need to rest. This really does sound like a business owner, an entrepreneur to me, using media and perhaps photography. That's something that did come out for you. Wonderful. Okay, you guys, so I'll probably be doing a part 2 on this reading because I know there's a lot of you guys in line, and YouTube only lets you go live for an hour. So we're half an hour in. If we end up closer to an hour, I will close out and then I'll start a new one, just to give you a heads up. So clearing my energy with my trusty crystal ball, ready to answer the next person's question. Let's do this. Who's next, John? All right, Mystica is next. Beautiful name. Oh no. Okay, Mystica. Mystica. Oh my goodness, your twin flame is getting married to someone, and this is like a sudden shock to you, and you're wondering, are we going to have union in this lifetime? Are we going to be together? And so let's just go ahead and unfold this. This has got to be rough. This has got to be heartbreaking. I completely understand where you're at. I'm sending you so much love and light, and thank you so much for trusting me enough to ask this question. I know it can be hard to talk to people about this. This can be a very personal struggle, but I think a lot of us have been there with the twin flame. And you know, if twin flames are meant to be together in this lifetime, then there will be a way. And so let's go ahead and ask, first of all, what's going on with them and their fiance? Oh, I feel so bad even saying that word. It must be shocking to you, but your twin flame's supposed to be getting married. What's going on with this? Ooh. Okay, so the wedding. This is weird. Okay. All right. I'm going to try not to diss too much on their wedding, but I did not get the best cards for them, to be honest. First of all, there's a reversal of passion in their relationship. The passion card reverse is never very good, okay? I feel like your twin is trying to make the effort because there has been some kind of ultimatum placed on them by the person they're getting married with. I feel almost this toxic energy of an ultimatum, like their fiance was basically like, look, either we get married or we got to break up because we're at this point where blah, 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 blah. And I think that's the worst thing you can do in a relationship is like force that other person to have to make a commitment when they're not ready, you know? And I'm guilty of this. I remember like when I first started dating John, I kind of tried to give him an ultimatum about like, once again, being in a relationship or making a commitment before he was ready, and it made him really uncomfortable, and he tried to do it, but then I saw like it didn't fulfill me because it wasn't him doing it out of his own heart. And so I don't really feel like your twin is doing this out of their own heart. There's a lot of pressure on him. There's a lot of pressure there. And so I do see that you will be spending time apart from your twin flame because I do have a feeling this marriage will go through, okay? I have a feeling this marriage is likely to go through, at least with the energy right now. And, you know, your twin flame has disconnected from you and has kind of disconnected from everyone, but it feels like a very codependent relationship. Your twin flame wants to give the relationship with them a chance. You know, he's doing everything he can. He's like, okay, let's do this. But his heart isn't in it, you know? And truly, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep your twin flame and the fiance together. And so I think there's been a lot of pressure from friends and outside forces about, yeah, you should marry her and you should do it and you should make this happen. And there might have been parents and family involved and just being like, come on, you guys, you need to get married already, because it's been a while they've been together. And, you know, there has been no new love that's come in his life, and he's just kind of like, okay, fine, maybe this is just what I got to do. Maybe I just need to grow up here. But I don't have a feeling like his true heart's in it because the passion card's reversed. I feel like this is more of a social arrangement, finances and career. Perhaps they've been living together. I do get a message like, you know, it's because they've already merged so many assets together and they're just realizing it makes more sense to be married, and maybe like on paper there's more benefits and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of like that kind of stuff, like logical reasons they should be married, but there's less in the heart, you know? She obviously wants to be married to him, and he's just kind of like, okay, what's the difference? But I think once he gets married, he's gonna freak out and realize, whoa, this is like completely different than I thought it was gonna be. It's a big step. It's not to be taken lightly. So it's all fun and games when you're engaged, but we're gonna have to pull cards to see, is this wedding really going through? Right now, I feel like it's gonna go through. Is it gonna last? I can't say that I'd bet on this relationship. So first of all, now let's see how your twin flame feels about you, okay? I need to sort these cards real fast, just because they've had a lot of energy in them, and I wanna make sure I get a really accurate reading for you. So now we're going to ask, how does your twin flame feel about you romantically? Are there still feelings there? Are they feeling a connection? Where are you guys at with that? Just real quick, sorting my cards over here. I know you're waiting in anticipation. This is the big question. All right. It's Venus retrograde right now, like I've said earlier in the reading. And so there's a lot of breakthroughs. There's a lot of we're finding out people are moving forward in relationships. Okay, so your twin flame, how are they feeling about you romantically? Okay, here's what I'm getting, all right? Well, look here, the codependency card is coming out. So obviously this is a huge blockage to their feelings towards you because, yeah, this is a huge confirmation they are in a codependent relationship, okay? So they're trying to stay optimistic. They're like, you know what, maybe if I get married, I can just forget about my twin flame and I can just move forward and, maybe I'll be financially stable, things will get better and me and my partner will stop fighting and they're just like, okay, like she is offering me an ultimatum, so I have to take it. But at the same time, here's where the juice comes in because your twin flame still feels the chemistry for you. There's a strong magnetic attraction there. So they're still thinking about you. You can't just, get rid of those feelings overnight. He might be trying to bury them down, but they come up and they haunt him. And so I do feel like there's a part of him that wishes he could express his love to you. And but it's almost like he's feeling like it's too late, and so he feels a lot of anxiety around this situation. But I also feel like they're gonna have to make up their mind if this wedding is really what they want, and it's 50-50. Like I do really feel like they're gonna go through with it because the energy is so strong, like the codependency is really strong. But at the same time, there's still part of him that knows he can back out, and his mind is still definitely on you. Okay, and so let's just ask Spirit, is this gonna go through? Give us a clear answer if you can. Is this wedding gonna go through? Oh my God, we got the twin flame card. And then we got the validation card. And then the enthusiasm card. So I'm going to say this is validation that this person is most likely your twin flame. I mean, getting the twin flame card next to the validation card. So they're saying have enthusiasm. If your twin flame is meant to go into this marriage, rejoice, because that means your twin flame's going to get their ass kicked in the best way, and they're going to grow from it spiritually, and it'll make you guys stronger, If that's what's meant to be, it's meant to be. I know it's going to be hard for you. I know if for some crazy reason you get an invitation to that wedding, do not go, because at that point in the wedding when they're like, does anybody protest to this union? You would totally be the person who would stand up and be like, I do. You might need to kind of, I wouldn't say block your twin or anything, but you're going to have to really restrain yourself. Don't lurk their profile. Don't check up on them. Really try to detach and surrender to just your self-love right now, because Spirit is working on your twin flame, and I feel like this is part of it. They're learning a lot from it. It's hard to say. The energy is strong. They're very codependent. It's possible they'll get together, but I don't see the marriage lasting. It's also, there's a slight possibility, I'm gonna say 30% chance that your twin calls off the wedding. And so I feel like you guys still have a strong connection. I feel like you should just surrender to spirit and trust and really try not to check up on him right now. You need to just let him go. I know that's hard, but remember, this is surrender, and surrendering doesn't mean you give up. It means you give in to the infinite possibilities. If two people are destined to meet, spirit will move mountains to make that happen. And maybe this is some funny story you guys will just laugh at one day. Like, hey, remember that one time my twin flame married another person? So I'm sending you so much love and light. And it's very interesting that this is all going down during Venus retrograde. But I hope that answered your question. Your twin flame still has feelings for you, but they're just really caught up right now, okay? That's what I can say. So, once again, clearing my energy with my awesome crystal ball that I got in India. Actually, John bought this for me. Thank you, John. All right, John, who's next?
Let's see.
Stretching my legs out.
Jennifer,
Is that who's next?
message from my divine.
Jennifer is next. Just reading your question right now, Jennifer. Okay, I'm not saying anybody's names here. But you would like a message from your divine masculine, Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer, we're going to get a message from your divine masculine. I don't know why, but I know I do pretty good at all the readings, but the twin flame readings and the love readings seem to be my specialty. So you've come to the right person for a divine masculine reading. I'm very tapped into the divine masculine. So, a message to you from your divine masculine, channeled from your divine masculine, from their higher self. What would they say to you if they could? What do they want you to know right now? I have a feeling like there's a lot of cards that want to come out, Jennifer, so just give me a second here. I'm being called to draw from a lot of my decks. I feel like you haven't gotten a reading from this person in a while, or you haven't been in touch with them in a while, and there's a lot that wants to come through. They have messages for you. Okay. I do feel an intense separation. Yes, and there's a lot of reversals here, which is definitely making me think about delays. So, let's just back this up so you can see everything here. Okay, so first of all, I'm seeing that there's a relationship that it seems to be driving you guys apart. So I don't know if this is you in another relationship, or they're in another relationship, or it's like a wedding, or somebody's married, or something like that. This might not be talking about marriage, but it's definitely talking about a relationship that has come in the middle of this. So there could be a third party involved here. Maybe it's something that you are not aware of, but I do feel like there has been another person that's come in the middle of this. This could be like your divine masculine's ex or their current partner. And so I am feeling like this has been a huge disruption in this energy, and this person does really have a hold on them. I don't know if I get like a super toxic vibe from this person that has come into your divine masculine's life. I feel like they're good for them. They do seem like a soulmate, but their connection doesn't seem anywhere near as close as your connection. And we are getting the codependency card, like your divine masculine has a really hard time being alone. It's very like they have a hard time just being on their own, and what they need is to really take advantage of the separation from you, to take that time to grow independent and to grow their foundation and to get stronger. And so I do feel like this relationship, whoever this person is kind of a distraction. I don't see them being with them overall. And so this message is telling you to have courage, because you might get word of this relationship, or you might already know about it or feel this coming in, or maybe it's been going on for a while. And they're saying, you know, have courage and spend your time right now being very creative. Your divine masculine wants to see you be creative and to enjoy yourself. and to really just put out those creative vibes. Because guess what? I always tell people when there's a lot of strong energy and there's a twin flame separation to focus on their creativity, because your creativity center is located in your sacral chakra, which is right beneath your belly button. And that is the same center for relationships. So by moving forward with your creativity, setting some goals for yourself, getting your mind busy on something so it's not so intensely trying to worry and predict and control outcomes, it'll help you find more peace and more center and be in alignment to attract your twin flame. It'll help you be open to receive, and it'll also help clear out your sacral chakra, where any of the anxiety about relationships is carried. And so they're saying there will be a positive change here. There's just going to be some delays. There's another message coming out for you that whenever you're around water, your divine masculine's trying to contact you. So when you're meditating with your divine masculine, you can imagine like a waterfall, or like a beach or a lake or a river. Even put on waterfall music while you're relaxing and meditating, and that will help them connect with you more. Also, doing some kind of ritual where you place an intention into a crystal. You can simply just find a stone when next time you're by a lake or a river or an ocean, and just hold it in your hands and say a prayer of protection and for love and light, and set positive intentions for your divine masculine, and then cast the stone into the water. If really all you have is just like a fountain at the mall, then make a wish on a penny and throw that little penny into the fountain at the mall. But hopefully it's a river or an ocean or something like that. And so I'm seeing just so many downloads for you about this situation. You are in need of purification because this is giving you so much anxiety. It's interfering with your daily activities. And you want to be in a situation where you find that peace with this. It's not always going to be perfect. You don't want to resist any of this intense energy. Work through it, allow these feelings to come through. But there is some purification that's needed. So if you're doing meditations, throw in some meditations to help clear out your throat chakra, so you'll feel more comfortable speaking your truth when the time comes to your divine masculine. And then they're saying this time of separation is helping both of you guys come to a new perspective. And also I'm seeing this message about simplicity. Just keep things simple for now. Focus on your daily activities, little by little, day by day. Stay in the moment. And let's move on to get the rest of this reading. Messages from your divine masculine. Your divine masculine wants to reconcile and wants to come back, okay? But there's a reversal and there's a delay on this energy because they're working on their self-respect. They're trying to build their own life. And it says, love yourself first. Your divine masculine needs to grow their self-love. And we're all on a self-love journey. But the energy I feel from your divine masculine is like they're very detached from themselves and their emotions, and they're really hard on themselves. Maybe somebody in their life, or maybe it was one of their parents, was really harsh with them. And so they've kind of have this programming that they feel like they're not going to measure up, like they're not going to make the cut. And so they have this tendency to self-sabotage and push relationships away. Does anybody else relate to that? I do that sometimes. I've been through this. And so I can understand this. And I feel like they need some time to work through that. We also see forgiving and learning. Your divine masculine is trying to forgive and learn from some of the things that happened to you guys in the past. And even past lives is what I'm feeling. Is like past life energy is being cleared right now between you guys. Cords are being cut. Now, there is chemistry between you guys, but you might not be feeling it because like I said, there's this other person that's coming in, which I do feel like is good for them, but it's temporary. So once they cut the cords with this person, I have a feeling this is only going to last maybe 3 or 4 months. Once they cut the cords with this person, you'll feel the chemistry return, and just know that this is good for them. Kind of like I told the other person who had questions about their twin flame marrying someone else. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and it'll be good for your twin flame connection overall. Now, they still feel passion for you, though. They still think about you. They still fantasize about you. They're still very attracted. And I feel like it's this past life connection of like, they will recognize you when they see you. They will feel that passion again, and it's something that they just feel inside them, knowing that their divine feminine is still out there, you know? There was this honeymoon period between you guys. There's this memory from the past lives and from the past, and it's just really intense. And this is also a message that they might have need to go far away. The separation's good for them. They need time to explore and adventure and try things on their own. Last couple messages are you're doing really good. You're feeling a lot less insecure about this connection. Like, you've been meditating. Like, it's eventually on the twin flame path, it just gets so intense that you have no other choice but to like meditate or say prayers or do something, because that energy basically drives you back into yourself for self-love and self-healing, which is really the only remedy when you're in separation from your twin. And so I feel like that's what's happened here. There's been some ups and downs. There's definitely been some lows, but all of it has worked out because it's made your spiritual practice stronger. So they're saying your confidence is really up and doing well because of this. And they're saying your divine masculine just wants you to have fun and wants you to enjoy, doesn't want you to sit around and wait. They just want you to enjoy your life, and so that, you know, when they come back, you're ready. And there is some kind of career opportunity coming for you, and I feel like this will help you through this. And you're doing better. Your emotions are really balancing here. This is also a message that you'll feel comfortable to be honest with your twin when they come in your life. And so, woo, that was quite a message. We just did the whole thing. I hope that resonates with you. There were a lot of messages from your divine masculine. So we're moving along here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually going to take a 2-minute break just to clear my energy real quick. And we're hitting an hour right now. And so I'm just going to like drink some water, and in like 2 minutes I'm going to start a new live video, because on YouTube you can only record for an hour, okay? So I'm going to need to let this video take some time to upload, okay, you guys? So it could take maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15. Hopefully it'll only take like 5 minutes.
Can you go on my phone?
Oh, wait, you're right. I can go on your phone.
Can you do that at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay, then do it.
Oh, wait, you know what? Never mind. Give me 5 minutes, you guys. I just realized I can switch over to my husband's phone while I upload this video, okay? So this video is getting uploaded to my YouTube channel right now for reference. Give me 5 minutes and I will start the next round to answer your questions. If for some reason you have to go and you already paid to get your question answered, you will still get to view your question because I'm uploading these videos. So woohoo! Awesome, you guys. Cleared my energy, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? I'll be right back.